published 0616 est. The 28th of November, the 2017 updated 1258 est. The 28th of November 2017, the Duchess of Cambridge said SHES absolutely thrilled for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle as she stepped out in London a day after her brother-in-law's engagement announcement. The pregnant mother often displayed her neat baby bump in a figure-skimming Kate Spade dress, which she offset with burgundy accessories, as she arrived at the Foundling Museum in London. Discussing Monday's happy news, the Duchess said, "William and I are absolutely thrilled. It's such exciting news. It's a really happy time for any couple and we wish them all the best and hope they enjoy this happy moment." Her appearance comes just hours after Meghan Markle hailed her wonderful. Miss Markle said the Duchess of Cambridge had been wonderful to her, while Harry said both William and Kate had been amazing. The Duchess of Cambridge displayed her neat baby bump in a Kate Spade dress as she stepped out at an art gallery in London just hours after Meghan Markle hailed her amazing. Kate was in high spirits as she joined in with some arts and crafts during a visit to the Foundling Museum in London. Harry talked about how he kept the relationship secret before introducing Miss Markle to his brother and sister-in-law. "It was exciting. I mean, I've been seeing her for a period of time when I literally didn't tell anybody at all, and then William was longing to meet her and so was Catherine. So being our neighbours, we managed to get that in a couple of, quite a few times now, and Catherine has been absolutely amazing, as has William as well. Fantastic support. The family together have been absolutely, a solid support, and my grandparents as well have been wonderful throughout this whole process, and they've known for quite some time," he said. The Duchess of Cambridge was today at the Foundling Hospital, the UK's first children's charity and first public art gallery, where she learned more about the museum's history and the way it continues to focus on its founding principles to use art and creativity as a means to support and engage children and vulnerable families. During her visit, Kate received a briefing on the history of the hospital and how the museum continues to engage vulnerable and marginalized young people. The 35-year-old met families and children who have benefited from the museum's education and outreach programs, including preschool children from a local nursery who regularly visit the museum and young care leavers who are being trained to run their own creative workshops. Kate was presented with a posy of flowers by the little ones she met at the Foundling Museum. The Duchess is expecting her third child in the spring and showed off her neat figure in a printed pleat dress. Kate looked radiant as she arrived at the Foundling Museum in London, which explores the history of the Foundling Hospital, the UK's first children's charity and first public art gallery. Kate proved she was a good sport as she got stuck into an arts and crafts session at the museum with two youngsters. Kate, who spoke out about how happy she and William were for Prince Harry, was jubilant during her trip to the museum. The Duchess of Cambridge, who is expecting her third child in the spring, helped the little ones with their crafts. Kate, who has been sporting a shorter hairstyle in recent weeks, showcased her glossy locks at the event. She gave the little ones the seal of approval after completing their artwork. The Duchess looked chic in a pleated Kate Spade dress, which she offset with burgundy accessories for the occasion. Kate opted for a glossy blow-dry for the occasion and on vertiginous heels. She was greeted by the charity's founders as she arrived on Tuesday morning. Once inside, Kate met young children who had made their own lanterns and she was keen to hear all about them. Kate looked resplendent as she left the centre armed with a chic collection of flowers from one of her admirers. Kate was in high spirits as she chatted to the young children inside the museum and art gallery. Her visit comes after Harry, 33, and Miss Markle, 36, appeared at a photo call at Kensington Palace in London yesterday. Meghan Markle said yes immediately to Prince Harry after he proposed on one knee while they were cooking dinner, the couple said today in their first joint interview. She also spoke of how amazing Kate and William had been with her. Kate displayed a hint of a baby bump in her designer dress as she arrived at the museum in a chauffeur-driven car. On arriving at the museum, Kate told her hosts that she was excited to be there. Meghan yesterday revealed that it's been great getting to know her future sister-in-law. Harry and Meghan's 16-month whirlwind romance blossomed when they met through mutual friends in London, and the pair have been almost inseparable in recent months. Kate was visiting the Foundling Hospital, which was established in 1739 by the philanthropist Thomas Coram. Kate displayed her flawless skin and signature smoky eye as she stepped out at a charity in central London. The centre was set up to care for babies at risk of abandonment. Discussing Monday's happy news, the Duchess said, "William and I are absolutely thrilled. It's such exciting news." Duchess of Cambridge visited the Foundling Museum, where she learned more about the museum's history and the way it continues to focus on its founding principles to use art and creativity as a means to support and engage children and vulnerable families. The Duchess of Cambridge was treated to a tour of the Foundling Museum in London on a chilly Tuesday. The Foundling Museum explores the history of the Foundling Hospital, the UK's first children's charity and first public art gallery. The Foundling Museum explores the history of the Foundling Hospital, the UK's first children's charity and first public art gallery. The Foundling Hospital, which continues today as the children's charity Coram, was established in 1739 by the philanthropist Thomas Coram to care for babies at risk of abandonment. After 17 years of tireless campaigning, Thomas Coram finally received a royal charter from King George II in 1739, enabling him to establish his Foundling Hospital. From 1741, when the first babies were admitted, to 1954, when the last pupil was placed in foster care, the Foundling Hospital cared for and educated around 25,000 children. Instrumental in helping Coram realize his vision was the artist William Hogarth, who encouraged leading artists of the day to donate work, and George Frederick Handel, who conducted annual benefit concerts in the hospital's chapel. Their creative generosity set the template for the ways in which the arts can support philanthropy. Today, artists continue to be central to the Foundling Museum's work through a dynamic program of exhibitions and events. The museum celebrates the ways in which the arts have helped improve children's lives for over 275 years and aims to inspire everyone to make a positive contribution to society. Kate showcased her pregnancy glow as she stepped out in London on Tuesday. She wore her hair in its signature bouncy style and added a subtle blush to her cheeks. Her visit comes after Harry, 33, and Miss Markle, 36, appeared at a photo call at Kensington Palace in London yesterday. Fifth in line to the throne, Harry has been dating the American actress who found fame in the US legal drama Suits since the summer of last year. Their 16-month whirlwind romance blossomed when they met through mutual friends in London, and the pair have been almost inseparable in recent months. The couple will live together in Harry's current home, Nottingham Cottage at Kensington Palace, and Miss Markle will become an HRH and a senior royal. She is expected to become a duchess just like Kate Middleton did when she became the Duchess of Cambridge after saying her vows in 2011. Miss Markle will most probably become HRH, the Duchess of Sussex, if Harry is made the Duke of Sussex by the Queen on the morning of his wedding. The pair were secretly engaged earlier this month, and Harry took Miss Markle to meet his grandmother the Queen for tea at Buckingham Palace in October. Their 16-month whirlwind romance blossomed when they met through mutual friends, and Meghan said the Duchess had been wonderful to her. The royal looked nervous but happy, and his fiancée stroked his arm lovingly as they spoke to reporters, who asked him, "When did you know she was the one?" And he replied, "From the very first time we met." The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge were the surprise stars of Friday night's royal variety performance show, when Will was cajoled into taking part in a comedy sketch by the show's host, Miranda Hart. Kate burst into fits of giggles when the Duke gamely took part in a comedy skit, obligingly shouting the catchphrase "such fun" whenever Hart requested him to from the stage at the London Palladium. Sitting in the royal box under a spotlight, the Duke performed his part enthusiastically while the Duchess dissolved into fits of laughter. Hart said that compelling Prince William to participate in the show was on her to-do list for the royal variety duties. Kate, who is 4 months pregnant with the couple's third child, looked stunning in a bespoke Jenny Packham crystal-embellished, length blue gown. After their unexpected participation in the show, the couple enjoyed performances by Paloma Faith, The Killers, Louis Tomlinson, Seal and The Script at the London Palladium.